IPI Sports brings you the first Interstate Bank World Disabled Ski Championships. Winter Park, Colorado, celebrating its 50th anniversary as host to athletes.
If you listened to KOA radio in Colorado during the 1970s and 80s, you recognize the memorable voice of Larry Zimmer, a legend in Colorado winter sports broadcasting.
Larry became very well known because he was obviously the sports director for a major broadcast outlet in Denver. You can't be in Colorado very long, be as closely affiliated with the Broncos as he was, and not be a recognized name.
He was so easy to be around. He was so easy to talk to. He would ask questions, and he knew what the guidelines were. You know, he never tried to really trap anybody. He was a good person to work with. He had a great voice.
Larry was not just a broadcaster. He had a way with his baritone voice that many of you will remember if you're around that time, to pick up on things, human things, rivalry between athletes, and he would go back and do the research and figure out interesting tidbits that made the broadcast really exciting.
Zimmer has been passionate about sports his entire life, but did not take his first ski lesson until he was 40 years old.
Learning to ski as a youngster is tough, as we all know, but when you're 40, that's a real challenge. Larry took it on with his normal enthusiasm and commitment, and it was a struggle in the beginning, but ultimately he has become a good, proficient skier, and I know that he enjoys it. I know he enjoys being out in the mountains, and that's what makes him a great storyteller about our sport.
All it took was one lesson, and Larry made the decision that this is something he was going to pursue. And he became passionate about our sport so quickly, and he's been just an unbelievable supporter for Colorado skiing, for skiing in general, and quite frankly for my favorite thing, and that's the National Sports Center for the Disabled.
Hi everybody, this is Larry Zimmer along with Brian Trevor, and welcome to Winter Park, Colorado, site of the first Interstate.
He was the first to promote skiing in Colorado and broadcast media, hosting regular features on competitive and recreational skiing on KOA at a time when only a small portion of the Denver population skied.
By and large, just Larry with what he has done for sports like skiing and his constant battle against, probably fellow people in the media that didn't want to give that sport the attention it deserved, you could count on Larry to deliver the ski news.
He covered everything from the major championships to human interest stories at Loveland or Geneva Basin or Eldora. So his mark could be measured in lots of different ways, not just in the high-profile events, but certainly in the human interest stories that he originated and produced and broadcast over the years.
Over the years, Zimmer has provided tremendous support for disabled skiing. He covered the first ever Pro-Am race at Winter Park, benefiting the National Sports Center for the Disabled, and anchored the syndicated coverage of the World Disabled Championships in 1990.
And Larry loved working with people with disabilities. He felt recreation for individuals with disabilities was very, very important.
He doesn't dwell on a disability, he dwells on the individual.
His involvement of working with skiers with disabilities was wonderful, and he loved it, and he loved doing it, and the races, and they were great days.
And speaking of great days,
back goes Stewart, taking a lot of time. Time has run out. Stewart's throwing it to the end zone. The ball's in the air. Caught! Colorado scored! The ball was stiff, and the Buffaloes came up with it. Time has run out. Colorado has won the game. Colorado has won the game.
Good morning. This is Larry Zimmer live from Winter Park, Colorado at the Wells Fargo Bank Cup supporting the National Sports Centers for the Disabled.
Automat on the blue, Cashew on the red, coming down over the first bump. Automat is leading. Otto, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, that guy, John, just went off the course. He flushed the gates. What are we gonna do?
Oh, he just missed that flush of gates. He's off the course. From high in the Colorado Rockies, reporting, this is Larry Zimmer.
Signing off with the U.S. ski team training here at Copper Mountain, this is Larry Zimmer, KOA Radio.
all of his work as a sportscaster, journalist, And the voice of Colorado skiing has had a deep impact on the industry and sport of skiing in Colorado. Countless Coloradoans will forever associate ski broadcast coverage with Larry Zimmer.
I think his legacy will be the fact that he did care so much about skiing and that he really put us on the map in Colorado.
Inducted into the Broadcast Professionals of Colorado Hall of Fame in 2009 and the Colorado Sports Hall of Fame in 2010, we now welcome Larry Zimmer to the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame.